You're in the right place. This is the continuation of our last video, where we talked about the latest Untitled boxing game update called the Outboxing buffs. After the Hitman style, it's time to talk about hands low. If you've seen the recent video, then you already know that Outboxing styles got buffs like increased walk speed, disjointed M1 hitboxes, extra whiff counter window. Now let's break down what's new with hands low. Counter multiplier was nerfed. Sadly, this is a downgrade for hands low users. It's not like before when it was scary after landing a lot of counters. You can also watch the video I made about hands low to compare how much counter damage it used to have. Chain M1 stamina consumption slightly decreased, a small but nice improvement. If it were a different style, it would definitely be able to break the shield. Startup M1 damage and anti-heal got buffed, huge buff. Even the base M1 damage got buffed. This is fun to use now and lets you control the fight. After you hit and run or hit and dodge, it works really well because of the update. You can really feel your damage now. Counter intake was removed. That means you no longer take extra damage when countered, making hand slow safer and more effective in close range fights. Extra counter bonus now activates during blindness. This is where things get interesting, because this technique is rarely used. Most players rely on the ultimate to finish the fight, so you shouldn't use it right away if you want to fully take advantage of this style. And this is where you take advantage of your opponent during blindness. They'll definitely feel the pain and your extra counter damage. It's tough for them because they have to rely on counterattacks. So now the big question is hands low worth using after these changes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We all know hands low can be one of the hardest styles to go up against. And here's why. High attack speed, above average dashes, fast walk speed, good counter damage, solid stamina, very hard to read punches, least telegraph, causes blindness after counter, disjointed hitboxes, extra whiff counter window. If you're struggling to dodge in fights, hands low is definitely a style I recommend. But remember, it still has some downsides. Low M1 damage, even with the buff, it's still not that strong. Weak ultimate, poor chip damage, limited range, bad block. The key to winning with hands low is prediction. Learn your opponent's habits so you can counter and punish them. However, more experienced players will notice your patterns, so play passive-aggressively. Switch things up often, especially since your block is weak. Be careful against other counter or heavy damage styles. What really makes hands low shine is its fast side dash. There's barely any end lag, meaning you can dodge and land an M1 right after without getting punished. Final thoughts after the update. Hands low has evolved from being a pure counter style to a well-rounded style that still benefits from counters. It fits many play styles, from aggressive to outboxing. You can play at a distance, take advantage of counter windows, and even go on the offensive when needed. Playing aggressively also works. You can pressure your opponent to force mistakes and get counters. While infighting is possible due to decent guard damage and M1 speed, it's not the most optimal way to use it. Playing aggressively also works. You can pressure your opponent to force mistakes and get counters. While infighting is possible due to decent guard damage and M1 speed, it's not the most optimal way to use it. Now I'll show you a real match where we use everything we talked about, especially the new buffs. Hope you enjoy it. But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go!
Counter! 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 Counter. 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 Counter.
And that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something new about the updated hands-low style. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Untitled boxing game tips and guides. Got a style you want me to cover next? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
You say